Sorry about that. My iPod ran out of memory. So I had to delete a few games. Anyway, that's where you plug the charger in. Also where the battery hooks up is there, which is kind of a whole weird situation. I'll have to explain that in a few seconds. You open the back up here and you've got where your monitor, another monitor can plug in. And that's a printer, and I'm guessing that's like some kind of fax or another printer. And how the battery works, the screen comes up right, anyway, the screen comes up right here. It folds up like this, so this sticks out on the end. The battery sticks out another like 3 inches, and it clips on in these holes. It goes, and then you like that, and it hooks in there. And there's a little something that looks like this on the battery, and it plugs in there. And then it's got, the battery has another one of these on the outside of it, and then you plug this into there to charge it, or you can just take it off and unscrew it, and it's like a bunch of D-sized batteries, and it's got a little cooling fan inside the battery, which I thought was kind of unique. And it looks like a receiver for an old telephone set, because when the battery's plugged in, you can still open this, but the battery comes up like this and then over like this and then down at here. So, but there's like space down here so you can still plug stuff in. On this side, there's another floppy disk drive, and that is drive A, and the one on the other side is drive B. This is the power switch. This is for either a mouse or another keyboard. And then right here, it's got one of these on each side so that you can open the screen up. Now, I'm going to start it up. What sucks about this is, even if there's power plugged into it, if it stays unused for like a minute or two, it'll erase all of its setup settings, but everything on the hard drive will stay. So, anyway, I'm gonna open it now. This is what the inside looks like. There's one hinge right here, and once that's fully extended, then it goes on the second hinge, and it'll stay there. There is a brightness for the black light, and then there's the contrast. This tells you if it has good power, this tells you if it's using the floppy drive, and this tells you if it's using the hard drive. Now, I have discovered there's 2 hard drives in here already. One is 60 megabytes, and one is 2 megabytes, or a little over, and which is really advanced for one of these computers. And it's got a full keyboard. It's got all the keys a normal keyboard does. Even stuff like print screen, which you don't need at all. I don't even know why they have that, but I'm gonna start it up and show you what's on there software wise. Now you gotta kind of jiggle the power in the back or else it won't go. And it starts up really quick to tell you that there are errors. Error found. Please press escape to continue. Please replace backup battery. Bad configure information found in CMOS. So then you push escape. It tells you there's another error. Incorrect video. And so you push escape again. Dang it. And then the setup screen pops up. Now the time restarts and the date restarts every time. So I'm guessing it was made in 1988, because that's what the default automatically pops up as. Right here is where you select what kind of hard drive it has. On this one, hard drive 10 works best for me, there's not that many hard drives. There's 50 different options, but there's not 50 hard drives on this thing. You're basically just telling the mainframe or whatever, the motherboard, that that's what kind of hard drive is in there. And there's like 50 different kinds of hard drives you can have. And then there's other settings, like extended RAM. I don't do any of that. I usually put this on, there's slow, fast, and I usually put it on smart, which is like a balance in between slow and fast. And then that's how long the black light will stay on. That's what kind of video, external floppy, all that. And this is where it boots from, floppy. If there's not any boot from the floppy, then it goes to the hard disk, which is a hard drive. And if you don't have anything, then you just push escape, and then it asks you, are you done making changes? And you push Y, and then press return to save changes, or escape to ignore changes. So then you push enter or escape, either one. And since I didn't select a hard drive, it's just gonna go into this weird thing, kind of like command prompt. It only thinks there's 64 kilobytes on there, because that's all it's using. But none of the real normal commands work, and not even clear works. It makes this thing come up. I think it's because you push C, and then if you push question mark, it shows you the valid commands, and all you do is you put the letter in, and then so that's just what's hardwired into there. But if you have an OS on your hard drive or on a floppy disk, you just stick it in here, or if it's on your hard drive, then you're good. All you have to do is, if you get to this screen and there's a OS on here or on a floppy disk, you just type in setup, push enter, and it goes back to here. And now I'm going to do hard drive 10. It's different for every computer, but this says 40 meg for its capacity, even though it's 60 meg. And then I'm gonna say smart, and then you escape, yes, enter, and then this is gonna pop up. Starting MS-DOS. Dang it. You can power. Oh my god, this is pissing me off. It never does this. And then it says type Q to start your modem program. I figured out if you type Q, then it opens this thing called Q modem, and what it does is it's supposed to like connect to an ancient server for like faxing and stuff, and you can like dial numbers. It's really weird, but I kind of messed around on it, and that's how I found out there was another drive. Right now it's on the C drive, so this is the A, this is B. The main hard drive is C, and then there's another hard drive H, and I put all my stuff on hard drive H because it's got enough memory to hold like text documents and stuff. It's 2 meg, so hard drive C just has a bunch of old programs like Word Perfect. It's like the ancient version of Microsoft Word. Here, I'll open that. So you type in dir for directory, and it shows you what's on there, and that's how you find your files. And what WordPerfect is WP51. So what you do is you go backslash WP51, and then backslash. I looked in that folder and found out that there's an executable file called WP, and then just WP, and then I push enter, and it starts up WordPerfect. Gotta adjust the contrast here. WordPerfect 51, and then it asks you, are there any other copies of WordPerfect currently running? You say no, and it starts WordPerfect. You have got to be kidding me. It never does this. Okay, and then you can type, but you can't save it. I can't figure out how to do that, and I pushed F3 for help, and that doesn't help at all. So, it's kind of useless to me. So, I'm just gonna push Control Alt Delete and reboot it. I'm gonna try to put DOS shell on here and Windows 3.0 and put them on the C drive in here so that I can run on something other than MS-DOS 6.22. MS-DOS is usually already in, or DOS shell is usually already in MS-DOS, but that's only in 5.0 and before. Once you get into like 6.0 and 6.2, then it stops. Also, another program, I just type in LL, that's on here, it's like lap link, and what it does is attempting to link to remote system not active. All that does is, I think you just hook it up into your Telnet or line, like phone line cable, and try to connect it to another one of these. And then you push escape and then Y, and it goes back to here. And so that's about it. Oh, if I want to write a Word document, what I do is I push edit, and it pops up something similar to Microsoft Word or WordPerfect, except this one actually works. So all you do is you type something in, and then you push Alt, and then File, New, Open, Save, Save As, Print or Exit. And that's also how I found some text documents like README files, and see what that's all about. And I've kind of been reading up about it in these books and on here, what it will tell me. I've learned quite a few things from it, and I'm also looking at selling it because it's really old and I thought I might be able to get something out of it, but I'm not sure if I should or not because it was my great uncle's and everything. But if you're interested, hit me up. Thanks for watching.